Hi everybody, I'm just coming on here very quickly today to wish all my subbies and anyone watching this a very happy Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you enjoy the run up to the new year and the bank holidays, etc. and that everybody has a nice, peaceful, happy time with their families and their friends. I'm also sharing a quick idea for a little Christmas decoration and gift. I saw packets of these in the local Euro shop, it's called here. They're very cheap and I think you can get them anywhere. They're plastic candy canes, well obviously as you can see, and you can buy them in most places that sell the cheap Christmas decorations. Well, I decided I'd kind of yarn bomb them. This is what one of them looks like on its own. So I decided I'd cover it with crochet, with a strip of red and white crochet, and decorate it. And this is what you end up with. Just using the little leftover bits of ribbon and bells and stuff that you might have after Christmas that are kind of probably lying on the craft desk. So it isn't a hard and fast pattern, but I'll try and explain what I did. First of all, I used a 3.5 crochet hook. Now, you might use a different one, but I'll explain how to get around it. And the yarn I used, obviously it doesn't have to be red and white. You could do them all white, or you could do red and green, or red and gold, or gold and white. But I use this Cotton Soft by King Cole. It's lovely, it's 100% cotton and it doesn't tear your hands or anything. And then I use this yarn which comes from Poundland, very cheap, but it has a bit of sparkle on it, so the two together look really Christmassy. So the first thing I did was to get out my hook and put up 63 chains to cover my little hook. Now, if you're using different yarn, you might have to make more than 63 chain or less than 63 chain. It depends on the thickness of the thread you're using and the thickness of the thread and the crochet hook. Excuse the plaster, I nearly killed myself chopping a bread roll this morning. So you work a row of single crochet back down along your chain. So you work 62 single crochet, and as I've said, you can alter this depending on the thickness of your thread, the thickness of your hook. This isn't a hard and fast pattern, it's just a little technique. So you work down to the end, and when that happens, when you've reached the end, you will have something that looks like this. Now I'll put up this here so that you can see it. You will have a long strip of white crochet, and I fastened them off at the end, but leave a long end in case you have to undo it and rip it back or make more. You see, you can adjust it, you can adjust the length at the end. So you have your strip like this. Then I joined in the red thread. I just joined it in at the first, here at the first single crochet. I join it with a slip stitch and make 2 chain and 1 half double into your first single crochet, and then I work a row of half double crochet all the way down to the end and fasten it off, leaving a long tail so that the length can be adjusted if needed. So you keep on doing this and then you fasten it off. So what you end up then is with this, a strip of crochet. Now why you do single crochet as the first row and the half double is as the second row, I found that if you want this to do, I did this because it made both the strips look equal. You see, you have your starting chain here and a row of single crochet, and it's roughly the same height as a row of half double. So you make your strip, but then again you can adjust it to suit yourself or whatever you want to do. And then you get your candy cane, and this is where the fun starts. You just wrap it around. I'm being a bit awkward here. You wrap it around your candy cane And one thing I found was not to pull it, because if you pull it, it makes the strip of crochet narrower, and you actually will end up needing more crochet. So just wrap it around at an angle so that it looks nice, keeping it even. And here we are, we have arrived down at the end, and just sew up the ends. Now what I do as I go along is I put little dabs of PVA glue here and there, and I found this is really good to kind of seal it and keep it in place. But another little technique I use to get the crochet to stay on the candy canes, I get a very thin strip of red line tape, this one here, and just add it to the candy cane, and it'll give you a little bit of stick, a little bit of somewhere to stick the crochet to as you go along. And if you have to make several attempts and the tape loses its stickiness, all you have to do is just take it off and add another layer of another bit of tape, and as you wrap it around, it'll stick to the tape. As you wrap the crochet around, it'll stick to the tape, and you can also add your little dots of PVA glue here and there to keep the crochet in place. It sounds a bit fiddly, but it actually works, and these are rock solid now. You couldn't attempt to twist them off or do anything to them. And then leave the glue to dry, sew in your ends and neaten it up, and then decorate. So I hope I've given you some ideas of what to do with these candy canes. They're very cheap, and I think most people just hang them on your Christmas tree, but with a little bit of effort, you know, they can be really dressed up and made to look gorgeous. Now, you could also just wrap them with twine. Forget about the whole crochet thing. Just put some glue on them and wrap twine around them, wrap ribbon around them, wrap any kind of trimming around them and dicky them up. And be a nice project maybe for children to do over Christmas, because sometimes when things get quiet after Christmas, I make up a few little decorations and I put them away for next Christmas, and I feel I've got a head start on Christmas. And I noticed that this year a lot of people are kind of starting to make Christmas cards for next year and to get their card making and their paper crafting sorted out. So good luck with it, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll also put my technique, it's not really a pattern, I'll write it out and put it in the description box. So I hope this has given you a few ideas, and happy Christmas and happy crafting in 2017. Thanks for watching. Bye.